Tell me when you're ready. You good?
I'm ready, Brett.
All right. I think the biggest thing, man, is that first thing I want to do. Anybody that watches this, I want to apologize to them because that's not the Wildcat basketball team that played in November and December. I don't know what it was. I'm super proud of Rich Smith. I thought he gave me everything he had. He was a leader, and when his teammates couldn't do it, he put us on his back. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, right? And so I think that we've got to do a better job as a coaching staff. I don't know how. I thought we did do a good job. We had a good plan. We just didn't get to execute it because we turned the ball over too much in the first half, and so we never got to defend. They scored 20 points off turnovers in the first half, and so that's a credit to them. Like, that's a good basketball team. I tried to tell my guys that. I don't think they've listened to me for the last two games. I think they got into their own head. Everybody patted them on the back. So if anybody sees this and you see one of our guys, don't do that. Tell them how bad they are, so maybe they'll start to get hungry again, right? There's some things we can take out of this. We really can. But we've got to win our home games, and we were undefeated at home until today. I don't know what it is today. I thought, I don't think we had a good week of practice either. I felt this coming. I really did. And then we jumped out to start the game, and we executed really well. Got a kill, which is 3 stops in a row. They called a timeout, and it was like, I really do. I think we just thought, okay, this is going to be easy. Utah Tech had a different answer for us. And so we're going to go back. We're going to practice tomorrow, and we got a really good team coming in here Saturday. Every single team in this league is good. But we need some guys to step up, and I don't mind saying that publicly, out loud. We've had a guy be the player of the week, we've had a guy be the newcomer of the week, which is all great, and they've laid an egg right afterwards. So what does that tell me, right? That they're reading their own headlines, they're doing whatever, and that can't happen, man. It just can't. They've got to stay true to what got them that recognition, and I just didn't think we did that today. And so I'm just super disappointed, but there are some bright spots. We will be better. Like, this isn't the end of the world. We are a good basketball team, and we will get better, you look around the league, and goodness, there's, I think there's surprises all over the place, but at the end of the day, Utah Tech out-executed us. They played harder. They were a better defensive team, and they deserve all the credit.
Like you said, Rich, 22 points. It's back-to-back games. He's had an ACU point high for himself. There's not I haven't seen him, that often where he's attacking the bucket the way he was tonight.
Because he was like me, he felt it. And I think he put the team on his back. We got smoked in the first half. That's where we lost the game, of course. And Rich was +6. And if I made a mistake in the game, I knew we need him to play a lot of minutes. And so I took him out early when he probably didn't need it, but I was trying to get ahead of it. We had a little bit of a lead, and I thought, okay, this would be a good opportunity. Let's get Yanni in there. We haven't been playing with Yanni. And so get him in there just for a few minutes. And honestly, that's where it went. I couldn't get him back in fast enough. And at that point, I think we lost our confidence. And Rich went in there and did everything he could. But to be down 20 or whatever we were at half, and Rich being +6, that tells you how bad we were in that 4-minute span when I didn't have him in there. But we got to be better. Yanni's got to be better. And we can talk about he didn't play for 3 games, but he's got to be better. And look, I don't make it a habit of calling out players, in this room. But I do think it's necessary every now and then. I'm not going to lie to people. I didn't lie to them in the locker room just now. I tell them when they do well. I praise them when they do well. And I think that it's important that we tell them the truth when they don't do well, And, Yanni, we need Yanni. He's a good player. He's had a great season so far. And we need him back. And we need Braden mentally in the right space. We need Sibo. Can't be every couple games, It's got to be all the time. You got to be consistent. And so, but I was proud of Isaac. Isaac came in. I just told the team it's not about him hitting some threes. He does a lot of other things for us that people don't recognize. He's played really hard. And, Joey had an okay game, but he's got to learn what we're doing, so I can play him more. Mashai and Cade got to start finishing around the rim. And that's on us, man. We got to get him there. I'm not it is on me and my coaching staff today. I'm embarrassed. I'm hurt, and that's the truth. And so we've just got to make sure we get better tomorrow, and that we give a better showing on Saturday.
In the past seasons, you have had a game after Christmas before conference play starts.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to go into conference like this?
It was, man. It's a true. I mean, that's not an excuse. I'm the one that didn't schedule it. I thought last year we had 2 games, which was basically definitely a mistake. But I felt it this week. We went with and of course when you do that, you don't know you have the bye right off the bat, and I could have maybe taken one of those non-ones early in the year and moved them. They probably would have done that for me, and like our women did, which was smart. I just didn't do it, and I felt like we had too much time to practice. And I think we didn't wear them out. I think we did a good job of pacing ourselves this week, but it's a lot of time without a game. And so you don't want to play a bunch, but I do now. It's easy to say now. If we'd have won today, I'd have told you it was the best thing ever. But I do think it affected us a little bit, but that's not an excuse for what happened today. It would have helped. We'll think about that in the future. But yeah.
Tomorrow, how much will you talk about this game versus you have to get ready for Utah?
Not much.
Yeah.
Can't. I mean, we'll talk about this game a lot. When we start conference play, Mondays are about us. They're not about the next opponents. And so it doesn't matter if you win, lose. We stay true to who we are. And so it really is about Utah Valley tomorrow. And we don't have much time to worry about this one. Otherwise, it'll cost us the next one. When we're done with Saturday, we'll work on both of these games, win or lose Saturday. And we'll get better from them. And we'll work on some things Monday. But, yeah, tomorrow will be all Utah Valley.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.